Hey, how's it going everybody? Welcome to the Scarecrow channel. Today I would like to show you about 5 features that you might or might not know about your Galaxy S4. And not only that, I'm also going to show you how to enable them. Let's take a look. Alright, so the first feature has to do with gestures and air movements. So you might or might have not known about this. So say if you wanted to take a quick peek at if you missed any calls, if you had any text messages or any emails or anything like that, one thing you might want to do is, turn on your phone with the power button or with the home button and then scroll down and okay, yeah, I could see all of that. But let's just say that you were walking by the table and you just wanted to see them right away without even actually touching, or maybe your hands were dirty or whatever, you didn't want to touch it. One thing that you actually can do is just hover over the phone and there you go. You have the time, date, all of the features, if anybody called, and battery life. So let's see that again. So I could see I got an email, I got a Google Talk. I don't have any missed calls, and my battery's at 100%. So that's pretty cool. So now let's take a look how we can enable that. So first thing you want to do is go to Settings. This will be on my device, so you want to go all the way down to the bottom under Motions and Gestures, and the thing you want to turn on is the air gesture. So it's right here. So that won't only enable it. So what you have to do, and some people don't actually know, is that you actually have to click on it and it'll give you a lot more to choose from here. So there's a bit of a hidden gem there. And the one you want to toggle is the quick glance, and by default this one is off. So even if you have the air gestures on, you're waving, why isn't this working? You got to come in here, make sure this is on. You could also do like air call accepts. So if somebody calls, you can wave over it and it'll answer it. I'm not really worried about that one. And there's a couple other ones here as well, but the quick glance is the cool one here. So you can just wave over and get your and then get your missed messages. So that's number one. Alright, so number two is to do with the widgets that we have on the home screen. So what you might know with 4.2.2 Android Jelly Bean is that you get widgets on your home screen. So you can just go ahead and swipe to the left and add a bunch of different ones that come pre-installed here with your phone. So you can also go to the right, launch like a camera. You can also have this set up to do multiple different things as well. You can also go ahead and swipe down here. By swiping down, you can hit the edit and customize your life companion word there that yours might or might not have. And in here you can turn off the clock or turn off the calendar or just change any of the colors for the message there. So to actually be able to turn all of that stuff off, again we go to Settings, My Device, you go all the way to top this time, you go to Lock Screen, and here it is, multiple widgets. So make sure that is turned on, and then you click on Lock Screen Widgets, and here again what you want to set up here. So here we can have the camera. When we swipe to the right, we have the camera. You can also do favorite apps, and this is my favorite one. I actually like this a lot better. Let's quickly take a look what that looks like. So swiping to the right, instead of the camera, I get a little bit more options here, and I like this a little bit better because I can have multiple different ones versus just the one camera. Okay, and then here you can of course edit that personal message here again. And here we can have the personal message or just a clock. So when you do just a clock, you could also have a message in there as well, but it's it's not as nice. It's as small as the rest of the stuff down here. So I like the personal message better. And the other thing is the shortcuts here. When you click on the shortcuts, you can actually have these shortcuts here up to 5, I believe, and you can just change these for whatever you want as well. So when you click the thing, you can actually see that they're on the bottom, and you can add the camera. So if you click on it, drag to the top, the camera will open. So this is a little bit faster in my mind than swiping to the right and hitting the camera, or even hitting that camera button here. So number 3, I want to show you the air gestures in the gallery app. So let's take a look what I mean about that. So you can just launch your gallery, you'll get into the gallery, and the nice thing about the air gestures here is that when you hover over a picture, it shows you a bigger preview window. So if I wanted to check that out, it actually works. And then you can click on it to see it. The other thing for the air gestures in the gallery app is that you can turn this on. And the air gesture will actually make it move through the pictures. And you can go the other way as well. So this is cool if your hands are dirty, or if you just don't want to be touching it, or just want to impress your friends. You can do that. So let me show you how to turn that on. So let's go to settings, my device, motions and gestures, air gestures, and we are here before. So air browse is the one that will make it move left and right. So make sure that is turned on. So you can do it on a gallery, you can do it on the internet, and you can also do it on a music player, so that's nice. And for the other one, we go back again, so instead of motions and gestures, it's air view. Click on that. So the information preview is when we hover over something, that'll make it up, come up bigger. You can also do it on as a web page magnifier. You can also do it as a speed dial. So if you go back to the dialer, and then if you have a speed dial, you can just hover over the 1, 2, or 3. It'll show you who's on your speed dial. Alright, so number 4, what I want to show you is the multi-window function. So you might have seen this with the Note 3, and again they've ported it over to the Galaxy S4. So you might have seen this, might have not. So the multi-window works by basically hitting the back button and holding it, and then you get a multi-window thing here. So this actually works pretty slick. So say if you wanted to watch two different things, or if you wanted to do 2 different things at the same time. Let's say if I wanted to watch YouTube and I wanted to do some sort of a note-taking S-memo here. Okay, so let's go to Scarecourt Media. Alright, so say we can sit here and we can watch the videos, and we can actually do some note taking. So this probably works a little better if you had a stylus, but the other nice thing is that we can record the sessions. So say if I wanted to listen to something specific, I can just go ahead and hit the record button. And then hit stop there, and then we can actually play it back. So again, the quality is probably not the greatest, so you don't want to, you don't want to record music this way, but I mean you could, but this is more for note-taking purposes, and also, so back to the whole thing with the multi-window is that you can make something bigger or something smaller. You can also switch the sides up and down. So it has a lot of functions here, so you can actually get rid of one as well. Okay, so let's take a look how to turn that on. Go to settings. This time we want to go to display, multi-window function here. So by default it is turned off, I think. Can't remember. But if you hit the back button and it doesn't do anything, go to settings, my device, display, and hit that multi-window, and bam, you can have that. Alright, which this brings me down to the last one here, number 5. So this is more of a little 101. A lot of you might or might not know this, but let's just go through it and see if you've seen this before. So the nice thing with 4.2.2 is that you can scroll down here and be able to see all your notifications, right? But I don't know if you ever seen this, that you can use one finger or you can actually use 2 fingers. So when you hit the 2 fingers, you'll actually get all your toggles here. And what this actually does is, up here you have the 5 that are in your main window. So if you hit 2, you can actually rearrange them. So say I don't really use the screen rotation all that often, I can actually say if I use, I want to use NFC, go to edit, and then here go ahead and swap that out. And here, once you're in here, so now that this will be your top 5. Right, so then I can turn off, you can also hit that by doing that and then edit, right? So it saves you a little bit of time there. But the other thing is the bright adjustment. So if you turn that off, you don't have that anymore. So if you don't really like that, I would suggest you use it, but if you wanted to get more real estate on your thing here, then yeah, you might want to turn that back on. The other handy feature here, so say you don't want to get phone calls or messages, when you're sleeping. So you go to blocking mode here, under my devices, blocking mode, you turn that on, then you have an option what you actually want to disable when you're sleeping. So for me, I get a lot of emails overnight and some text messages. I will block those, but any call might be an important call for me, so I will actually keep that enabled. And you can also have always, so it's always going to be doing the same thing, or you can set up a time. So I don't want after 9 to get any text messages or any notifications or any emails or anything like that, and then when I get up at 8 o'clock I want to resume that again. So it's very nice. You could also do custom ones for for your boss or whatever, or you can do all your contacts, just your favorites, or you can just do none. So it's a very nice feature in here. Alright guys, that wraps up the 5 or so tips and tricks that are hidden and you might want to use. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. I very much appreciate that. If you have any comments or questions, or if you have anything that you want to share as another pointer, go ahead and post that down below the like button. That way we'll all see it. Also, don't forget to follow me on Google+, Twitter, or Instagram. I try to post there daily. And if you want to see more of these videos, hit the subscribe button. That way you'll get them as soon as they come out. Well guys, I believe that is it for my time, and as always, I do thank you for yours. We'll see you in my next video. Bye.